few buttons and here we are. We are live. Give everybody a couple of seconds, couple of minutes just for people to jump in. I've not got a very accurate count here on what's going on, so do bear with. It's kind of strange because I'm talking to my camera here, but I'm also watching myself here. The reason I'm not an egomaniac. The reason I'm doing that is so I can read your comments. So I've got my laptop just below the camera. So if you see me doing that, it means I'm reading your comments. So do bear with. I see Blazer is in. How you doing? How's everybody doing? You might notice a little bit of background noise, by the way. That's my bearded dragon going crazy trying to get out. Because usually, if it's a nice day, we just kind of let him roam around like a cat would. But he's not doing that when I'm on the stream because it won't work. So here we go. But how is everybody? I see a few people are coming in now. So it's nicer to see a few people. Let me just read down here. Hello, Reese. How you doing? How's everybody doing? So yeah, it's been a little minute. I've come really prepared today. I've got a list. And I'm going to check it twice. Because every time I do these lives, I tend to run away with myself. And I forget everything I wanted to talk about. So I have got a little bit of a list today. It's going to be a chill stream anyway. But I just want to do this list to make sure I don't forget anything. So firstly, thank you to the people that are over watching live. Do communicate during the streams and answer a lot of questions and talk directly to you guys at the very end. It's going to be a nightmare with this bearded dragon kicking off, isn't it? Oh, it's going to be fun. Keremy, I got my first axolotl today. Fantastic. What type did you get? Cressy's in. Hello, Cress. How you doing? Fantastic. It's all exciting stuff. It's nice to be back. Is it just over a month since my last upload? It's been a while, hasn't it? I don't mean it to be so long, but life's just really keeping me busy. But this time, it's good busy. It's not eye surgery busy, so it's always good. I've got loads of cool things going on, which I'm not allowed to officially talk about yet. But just trust me when I say there's some really good stuff coming. So do bear with. But today, my list is ready. And we're going to talk about a few things, kind of just keep rolling. Like I said, it's going to be a very relaxed kind of stream. But we're going to interact with each other and we're going to have a nice chat along the way. So the first thing is the future of the channel. Some people think I've disappeared. No, I'm still here. I've not disappeared. I'm still doing all that fun stuff that I've been doing for the best part of 3 years, just not on YouTube. Life's just been really busy. I'm still here. My channel's still steadily growing. I've got some really exciting things in the pipeline, which I am useless at keeping secrets. I have to tell everybody. Speak to my patrons, they know. I can't hold me water, never mind. I'm actually holding the water. It's quite funny, isn't it? I can't hold me water when it comes to secrets, but I've got some really cool stuff coming up. So I've had to kind of keep stum, working really hard behind the scenes, but there's going to be some really exciting stuff coming, so do bear with. I might get Neville out for a bit. What do you reckon? She's not going to settle. Give me 1 second. Neville, what is all the noise? I'm not going to get you out because you're going to bite me. Okay, we'll just leave you there. That's fine. Yeah, not going to get bitten today. No. Look, straight away I went in there and she just went like a dinosaur. So I'm not going to mess with that. She's she's quite an interesting character. She doesn't like me. I don't think she likes my beard. I don't think she likes the competition. Anyway, so moving on. Comments are not being ignored, by the way. I will get back to them at the end of what I've got to talk about. So the first thing, the future of the channel. What's going on with the channel? Where are we? Have we run out of things to talk about? Where are we going with it? Absolutely not. The plan for the channel is to become more of a vlog style channel. I don't know if many people watch Snake Bites and King of DIY and people like that. Simply Better, I love her. Simply Better, people that just kind of vlog what they do in their hobby. I want to do that, and I've always wanted to do that. That was always the direction I wanted with the channel. Always the direction. But unfortunately, that whole lockdown kind of hit everywhere, and it just completely threw everything off when I was starting to build my way to obviously doing videos like that and content that was exciting, where it's something as simple as coming out the house with me and seeing me explore the outside world and where I go to get my equipment from and whatever I do in a day. It was always going to be that way. And then lockdown hit and everything just kind of went out the window. Well, technically it kind of came in the window because we had to stay at home and do nothing, didn't we? So yeah, so the channel hasn't, my ideas for the channel haven't changed at all. They've just basically taken a bit of a back seat. My channel has got obviously loads of videos. I think I've got like 100 videos on there now, which are all mostly based around axolotls and cycling and all the questions that people might have. So I basically want it to be like a wiki page, if you will, a wiki page for everything axolotl. But I don't want it to just be that. I don't want it to just be every week I sit there or stand there and just kind of repeat the same sort of stuff. Now, as things progress and I feel things need to be talked on, let's say I've come up with a new trick that's going to help you guys, I'll obviously share it with you. But I don't want to be one of these channels, not pointing any fingers, that just repeats themselves. It's not what I'm about. It's not what I want to do. It's not the direction I want. So do bear with. Once these exciting projects that I've been working on behind the scenes roll out, I intend to do weekly videos again, where we're going to do it more of a vlog. So I'm going to show you things, something as simple as how to build a wormery and how to manage and maintain a wormery correctly. Where I get my, I do promise you it's going to be definitely worth the wait. Also, I want to do more collaborations. I really do. I've had a few people reach out, but I haven't managed to get back to them yet. But I'm going to ask you guys, because you guys are the people that come each week and watch my content. Who would you like to see me work with? And they don't have to be a big YouTuber. They can be someone that's small, that's starting out, that you've noticed on YouTube. It could be yourself. Let me know, because I definitely want to get more collaborations going. That's something, I mean, I collaborated with, she was called A Girl Talks Fish. Well, she's called A Girl Talks Fish now. What was the channel? A Gamer's Wife, I think her channel originally was, when I collaborated with her. Lovely, lovely lady. Big fan of hers for a very long time. I just thought I'd ask if she wanted to do something on a collaboration. And we did a collaboration. We did 2 videos. You might have already seen them. They were great, and I really enjoyed them. And being the small YouTuber that I was really excited to do it. I was like, wow, how fantastic is that? But I want to do that. I want to keep doing that. That's kind of the direction I want to go. I want to collab with people. They could be people that are already out there doing their thing. They could be small channels that are just starting out. Do reach out and I will absolutely get back to you, and hopefully we can get some collaborations going. But my main question today is, who would you like this big beardy face to collaborate with? Let me know. Back to the list. So I've talked about the exciting stuff, sort of. I've hinted it. Axolotl rescues. So a lot of people contact me about axolotl availability. Now I'm in a very fortunate position where I don't really have to advertise my axolotl. I have a lot of rescues come in. Right now I'm not currently breeding any axolotl because I feel there is an absolute massive scream for help in the UK when it comes to axolotls. And I just sat down one day and I thought, I don't really want to contribute to that. I'm not saying it's a big problem. Producing and breeding axolotls, that's great if that's what you want to do, but for me personally, I felt myself more touched, my heart was more touched by the rescue side of this, so I decided to automatically hit the pause button and just focus mainly on the rescue side of it. Now I'm in a position right now where people are always contacting me for axolotl. Am I steaming in this glass? Look at that. I must be really chatting in my ear. Look, my glasses are steaming up. I'm in a very fortunate position where people are always looking for axolotls from me. Right now I have a dozen or so rescues that are going to be ready very, very soon. That's not to say don't contact me about rescues because I'm all right. Always contact me if you're local to if you're in the UK and preferably local to me. Then we can definitely work out, hopefully sorting you out a rescue axolotl. But that's what I'm focusing on right now. That has been, cheers for that. That has been my main focus now for quite some time. And behind the scenes, that's what I feel that's where my calling is. That sounds a little bit tree huggery, doesn't it? But I really do. I feel that's where I belong right now, helping axolotls that are in need. Because I have many axolotls come through my doors. And sometimes it's just really sad that they come here with no backstory, or at least I don't know their backstory, and I can't help but kind of connect to them and think, once upon a time, you were the apple of someone's eye. And now, I don't even know your name. It's kind of sad. So I've been putting a lot of effort into that. So axolotl availability, yes, I do have axolotls available, but I'm not currently producing them. I am indeed rescuing them instead. Right, let's have a look at the comments, shall we? And have a look from here. Bear with, I'm not ignoring you. I've got my laptop down here. Please collab with me. That's Stunt Mark. Reach out, mister. Let's do it. Let's talk. Seriously, I don't care if you've got 1 subscriber. I don't care if you've got 10,000 subscribers. I absolutely want to collab with people. I want to get at least in the next 6 months, I want to do at least 2 collaborations. I'm all about it. I think it's great. I think it brings out the creativeness of each individual. I've done collaborations with Gracie as well, from Gracie's Betters. She's an absolute sweetheart. We get on really well. Good friends, actually, through the power of YouTube. We've done some collaborations. We're talking about doing something again. So yeah, seriously, if you want to do some collabs, let's talk. Seriously, let's talk. How do we contact you about adopting? I'm cycling my tank right now and we'll be looking for one soon. That's from Amy D. The best way you can contact me right now is just steer away from my social media. And I don't mean that to sound nasty, but I can't keep up with it. For example, I had a couple of days off after having my second jab. I went back to my inbox and I couldn't work out where I was. It was manic. I'm grateful, so grateful for all of you that reach out, but it's just impossible to keep up. So the best way you can contact me, there will be a delay in getting back to me. Just put what it is in the headline of the email, and then email me at frankiesAquaticsuk@gmail.com, and then I'll get back to you. Just bear with. But again, put what the email's about in the title of the email, so I can see it, and then I can star the ones that are obviously about adoptions and stuff. Same with rescue. If you have any axolotls that are looking to be rescue, sounds like a really harsh word. I'm going to fly in on a helicopter and throw a parachute down or something. But if you have an axolotl that's looking for a new home, shall we say, then please don't hesitate to reach out to myself, because I know a lot of good people in this hobby as well that will help you if I can't. So contacting me directly, that was the next thing I wanted to talk about. So like I just said, all I ask right now is you can reach me on social media. I don't man my Facebook inbox because I don't really do Facebook, to be honest. You might have noticed. I can't keep up with it. I don't really follow it. I try my best to remember, but it's always the last thing on my mind. So you can reach me on the usual Instagram. I've got a private account as well, which is private for a reason. You can always message me on there, though, and I will reach out. You can also contact me on Frankie'S Aquatics, but the best way to do it is definitely by email. So 1 or 2 more times, frankiesAquaticsuk@gmail.com. That's the second time I've said that. So, and questions that people reach out. So the majority of people that reach out to me, a lot of them are just saying, keep up the good work. Thanks so much for what you've done. And I read every message. Believe me, I do eventually read every message. And I'm so grateful for the people that reach out. But if you are reaching out for me for a specific reason, whether it be tank cycling, whether it be axolotls diets, whether it be axolotl sicknesses, do have a quick look. Even if you've watched all my videos, do have a quick search on my channel, because you usually, what I'll do is I'll speak to you and I'll help you the best I can, but I'll usually point you to a video or two that I've already talked about on how to do things. I try to make my videos as simple and basic as possible. Now, that's not calling you a bunch of dummies. I just try and make it accessible to everybody, no matter where you might be on your axolotl journey. I want someone to be able to watch one of my videos and just kind of get it, and just be like, oh, I know what he means. You can take notes a bit more easier. So the answers, the questions that you ask have probably already been answered over on my channel. And my glasses are steaming like crazy over here. Do bear with. So yes, do have a little bit of a look on the search on my channel as well. The last 2 things. So the last one, well, second to last one, is Patreon supporters. A lot of people contact me asking me about Patreon. I don't really shout and rave about it, but I do have a Patreon page. We're a small group of axolotl nuts, and I love us all dearly. We have a Discord server that obviously you get via Patreon. And then we now have a WhatsApp group, which we kind of invite the people that have been around for a little bit onto. And basically, we just talk about everything. We have a good old moan about the world, and we have a lot of talk about axolotls. It's a great platform, and I do absolutely love the people dearly that are over on in there. Some people have been with me since day one, which is mind-boggling, because I don't feel worthy of it, you know. And I know that might sound crazy, because I have worked hard at this. I really have. I've basically put my life into this for the past few years, and I'm so grateful for the support, but I never feel worthy of it, you know. Like, some people reach out to me and go, you've done so much, and if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be doing this. And I love that, and I'm so grateful for that. But my community, I sometimes feel very unworthy of it. I don't know if that's justified, I don't know. I'm just being really humble, but I just feel a bit blown away sometimes by everybody's kindness. But believe me, I'm still here, and I've got a lot of plans. I've got huge plans. The whole plan to build outside, to build like a little unit, is still very much right there on the surface. As you can probably imagine, during lockdown, finances have just belly flopped, quite literally, and I've just had to put everything into kind of keeping my axolotls fed and happy. Not a cheap hobby by any stretch of imagination. So all my money that has come in has had to go towards. It wasn't for things like YouTube views and Patreon supporters, I would be in deep water, and that's not good for me because I can't swim. So thank you very much. It was like a speech at a wedding, that was, wasn't it? Took a drink after as well. Right. I think there's one more thing, and then I'm going to talk to you all. I can see you all eagerly chatting to me, so we're going to get talking. Just checking my list. I think I've talked about everything. Just want to, say a huge thank you. But I think I always say thank you anyway, because I am truly grateful for you all. I don't think you guys quite realise, if you watch one of my videos, and at the end of the video, you give it a thumbs up and a little comment. I read all the comments, by the way. I'm also going to start doing videos where I'm actually answering comments or responding to comments in videos. How does that sound? Sound good? I mean, I personally like that sort of stuff because I feel it's a good way for the YouTube creator to reach out to the community that they're building. So I'm definitely going to do that. I think I've done one before. Please shout me out. Stunt Mark. I'll be talking to you in a second, my friend. So yeah, I'm definitely going to do that because I think that's a good way for me to actually reply back to the majority of my comments in a respectful manner. So yeah, they're going to do videos like that in the future. And yeah, just a huge thank you, a huge massive thank you to everybody that comes over and supports the channel. From something as simple as a like on a video to even the people that give it a thumbs down. You do know that still helps the algorithm. It's great, keep doing it. Although I do have quite a good like to dislike ratio. It's not a bad thing. It's kind of good, really, so I can't really complain. Anyway, I'm going to get straight into the comments now, but again, I know this is a very British thing for me to do, but thank you all so much for the support, and thank you all for hanging in there with me as well, because you've been around, we've been on some big journeys, you've been around with me through my health scares and everything, and I'm so blooming grateful for you. Right, I'm going to get into the comments now. I kind of have to squat down here to read my comments, and I feel really rude kind of squatting down while I'm on a live, so I'm going to try my best to not squat and lean instead. So do bear with 1 second. It doesn't look no better, does it? It looks like an egg now, doesn't it, with my head. So I'm going to scroll up a little bit. Don't go too far up because there's lots of comments. I'm starting out being, this is Blozzer. I'm starting out being doing YouTube for 7 months and posting my axolotls on there. Wouldn't mind a collaboration. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bookmark your page right now, and I'm going to, oh, don't tell me it doesn't work. 1 sec, let me just take your Blozzer YouTube. And after this live, I'll actually go to your channel, and I'll give you a little bit of support. Absolutely, listen, you've got to start somewhere. For me, I was doing all this behind closed doors for years, aquatics. My hobby was insane, and people used to come round, people that I've known for years, and not realise what I was up to behind closed doors, quite literally. And when they used to come in and go, I didn't even know you had a fish tank. I had about a dozen of them. I was like, I love it. I'm obsessed with aquatics. And people were like, you need to do something with this. You can't just keep this to yourself. And people have always turned to me, friends and family have always turned to me with help with anything aquatic related, and I've always been there to help. So I'm definitely in a position now where I feel you've got to start somewhere, no matter how big or small your hobby might be to you, you've got to start somewhere. And I feel like I set myself a goal to hit 1,000 subscribers in a year. I said to myself, I'll do it for a year. I remember the conversation really well. I've talked about this loads, but I remember the conversation with my family very well. I sat my family down and said, right, I've got an idea. And they were like, oh no. What animal does it involve this time? But no, they were like, what's the plan? And I told them about my plan, about YouTube. I said, I want to do it. I want to really dedicate my life to it. And I'm going to talk about everything I'm already doing in the hobby. And they were like, that's great, but what's your backup plan? And I was like, bear with me, I ain't got one. And it was literally that severe. They were like, well, that's a lovely idea if it works, that you want to kind of make it on the world of YouTube, but you know, spring chicken. And what happens if it doesn't work? What's the backup plan? And it was quite funny when I said I actually didn't have one. But I set myself a goal. I said to myself, I'm going to give myself 12 months to reach 1,000 subscribers. And if I can do that, I've got an audience. I've got people that are listening to me, people that are willing to tune in and listen to what I'm saying. So from there, I really went at it, and I just put everything into it. And within the space of a year, I think I was touching just over 3,000 subscribers, which is phenomenal. And now we're just sat shy of 10,000 subscribers, which again is absolutely phenomenal. And I'm so grateful for everyone. So if you've got a dream out there and you feel like it's enough that people want to listen, do it. Seriously, don't doubt yourself. I mean, we're all guilty of that, aren't we? We're humans. We're designed that way. It's a flaw of all of us. We do doubt ourselves. We are our own worst critic, aren't we? But if you believe in yourself and you're passionate about something, whether it be gaming, cycling, whatever it might be, if you think people would enjoy sharing that hobby with you through the power of YouTube, just do it. Honest, just do it. Because you'll be surprised. You'll be surprised how far you can go. Trying to catch up with the comments. Country Bear Gamer says, hey, how you doing? I'm going to get my axolotl in 3 more days. Oh, how exciting. What are you going for? Any particular type? McNuggy, what a fantastic name that is. I hope you're still here to hear me praise that name. Fantastic. McNuggy says, Frankie, I want an axolotl and my parents are not decided if I can get one. How do I persuade them? You're trying to get me to do your dirty work here, aren't you? Now, I can relate to this. I'm probably going to bore a few people here. But when I was younger, my parents had an aquarium. It was a lovely tropical aquarium. And I was obsessed with it. I was never allowed to do anything with it. It was like, my dad was like, that's my tank, get away. And I pleaded with them, please let me have my own fish tank in my bedroom and I'll look after it. And they were always like, no, you're too young. It'll be a phase and you'll grow out of it. It's safe to say I never grew out of it. I think sometimes parents do it out of protection, if you will. They don't want you to basically get an axolotl and then 6 weeks later you're like, oh, well, I don't really do very much, not really bothered. So they are doing it for the right reasons. But if you are passionate about it, just keep talking to them. Don't keep asking them, but just keep talking to them about it. And maybe they might just share your enthusiasm in time. But yeah, there's no easy way around it. I didn't get my way. I didn't have a fish tank till I left home, and I got my own place, and I got my first fish tank, and then it became my second fish tank. And at the time, I kept a lot of betters, better splending, and I had loads of tanks everywhere, all around my house. And I remember my mum coming up saying, "Wow, it weren't just a phase." And I was like, "Nope." So do bear with. That's kind of the best advice I can give you there. Is it Tegrity Farm says, "Bring it up every day until they get you an axolotl." I didn't say that, but it's a good idea. I will go and do that now. McNuggy's off. He's out of here. He's gone. Steve's in. How you doing? How you doing, Steve? Another one of my Patreon supporters, and more importantly, one of my friends. How you doing, my friend? I hope you're doing good. Gemma Craven says, "Thanks for everything, Frankie. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have a clue on what I was doing." How do you do that heart thing? It's like that, isn't it? It's a bit creepy with my eyes looking through it, but thank you so much, sincerely. Thank you. That means an awful lot, and I don't take those sort of comments and messages for granted, so thank you so much. That's what my son did. What's this? This is Gemma Craven, and what's she talking about here? Is it Tegrity Farms? Got a shout out. I love that. Thank you so much. No worries at all. Thank you for being here and supporting. Any more questions? Watch this. I'm going to throw everybody here. Oh, I'm not signed in. I was going to just write a comment to myself for a laugh, see what people did in the comments. But any more questions while we're here, or anything you'd like to say before we wrap this one up? Tegrity Farm, smiling so much. Fantastic. Are you a YouTuber too? Or are you just have an account to watch YouTube? I'll check you out if you are. But yeah, seriously, if you've got a handful of subscribers and you think it kind of matches what I do, seriously, reach out. I'll be very considerate. I mean, obviously I can't collab with everybody, but I will be very considerate, and I will try and collab with a few people and try and help you kind of grow, really.
I'm growing up.
All right, mate, I'll see you in a bit.
Sorry.
No worries, that's my son sneaking up in the background. I thought the cat was coming in. Sorry about that. But yeah, if you've got a few subscribers, or even if you've got loads of subscribers, you just want to work with me, reach out. and we'll figure something out, I'm sure. I think we're touching the half-hour mark here, so I won't make it too long. Another question. I've got a serious question as well. I get mixed reviews on this whenever I say it in my video. So I'm going to ask the 35 people here that are watching directly. And if you're watching this later on, do feel free to comment your thoughts below. But I tend to waffle a little bit at the beginning of my videos. Now, most people get it because they kind of get me, which is lovely, so thank you. But a few people get really annoyed, and every so often, I'll get a really snarky comment, like, oh, you talk too much, you do. Get to the point, will you? Talk at the end. And it's just like, well, that won't work, would it? It won't work if I talked at the end. Oh, by the way, thanks for watching the video. Now I'm going to talk to you about my breakfast. This wouldn't work, would it? But serious question, how do you guys feel about me having a bit of a rant? Well, not rant, but a bit of a natter at the beginning of my videos? I mean, I assume you've watched some of my videos. How do you feel about me talking? Would you prefer I just shut up and talk about what I'm there to talk about? Or do you quite like the interaction? The reason I do it to kind of keep you guys so you feel like you're part of what I'm doing. So I feel like if I openly talk to you about my week, like, oh, I've had a right week to this week and blah, 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 I feel like I'm engaging with you a bit more. But does that come across that way, or am I just blooming annoying? Just be honest. It's all good. I've got a few comments coming through now, so I'll quickly read them. The AKK fam. I have a family channel. The page I'm commenting from. I have 2 axolotls. Fantastic. If I'm missing comments here, I do apologise. Steve, don't forget to share Frankie's videos as well. Yeah, that's the point. Do share them around there, because that does actually help. I never really suggest people do share them. I never kind of actively encourage people to share my videos. But if you are watching my video and you think it might prove helpful, or you're part of a Facebook page or something, then do feel free to share it around if you're allowed to do that on the Facebook pages that you're part of. But yeah, I do appreciate that. So thank you, Steve. Secret Forest Creatures UK. You're definitely a YouTuber, aren't you? I'm going to check you out. I love your waffle. That's how we get to know you. Thank you. I don't do it enough on my channel. I've told you you're a YouTuber. I'm going to have a look at you as well. Secret. What was it? Secret Forest Creatures UK. I'm still here, people. Right, bear with. I'm back. Told you, just look at me glasses. What's going on with you? You can't do anything about this. Talk away. I love your rants. That's from Michael Corliss, is it? Steve Urkel, talk away. The AKK fam. I think we connect better if you talk. Otherwise, we can't really connect to you personally. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. That's why I did it, because when my eyesight went, I was really open about that. You guys basically were the first port of call that I talked to. It sounds crazy saying that, but yeah, I got the information. I came home from the hospital with the idea of what was going on in my life in regards to my vision, and I didn't want to talk to anybody in specific. I just wanted to talk, so I got the camera out. As you can probably tell, to be fair, I was holding back a few tears back then, and I just openly spoke to you guys, to the camera. And then I uploaded it. I very nearly didn't upload it because I thought, do I want to take the channel in this direction? But then I thought to myself, I think it's only right that I do. I've always worn my heart on my sleeve with you guys. We've got a great community and you're all part of it. If you've been here a week, you're part of it. If you've been here a day, you're part of it. If you've been here a month or a year, you're stuck here, I'm afraid. But, I just wanted to be honest with you. So I've always kept myself true to that since. I've always kind of engaged with you in that sort of way. So thank you very much for the nice feedback. Oh, Rose Mendez. Question. I've been struggling with my axolotl tank with this white sludge sticking to the glass. It's taken over my filter as well. Any suggestions? Is the white sludge at the top of your tank, like where the water kind of meets the top of the tank, or is it actually in the aquarium itself? It could be a form of algae bloom. Is it a new setup? If it is, basically you want to, if it's, there's so many things it could be, but basically it sounds like some sort of algae bloom. Make sure obviously your tank's cycled, but the best way to challenge that is obviously siphon it out the best you can during your water changes. and keep adding fresh dechlorinated water as you go, and it will eventually clear. It can be a sign of lack of water movement, basically. If it's at the top of the surface across the top of your aquarium, it's usually a lack of movement on the surface. So basically put an air stone in there or something similar. I mean, I use air filters, sponge filters on all of my aquariums, so there's enough movement on there. Also, by the way, do you like the bubbles? Put some bubble kind of like plastic sheeting just to kind of cover the top of the aquarium, just to make it look a little bit neater, because that one's quite an old tank, that one and that one, so it just makes it look a bit neater. But yeah, it could be an algae bloom. Sorry, I'm kind of ruffling off here, aren't I? Let's have a look. The comments are kind of clogging up and then all flying through at once, so do bear with. So Stunt Mark, it's on my channel. I don't know what you said before that, I'm afraid, my friend. But Bloz has stepped in and said, one of your betters. Is something on one of your betters? Let me know. Mine do that too, they just chill. Oh, I assume by what I'm seeing here, one of your betters is acting a little bit strange. As they get old, they can be quite lazy betters. As long as your aquarium's good and your waters are all right, he's probably just slowing down a little bit with age. They tend to do that, tend to sleep a lot, and they do scare the bejesus out of you as well, because you'll come into the room and they'll just be lying on the side and you think, has he gone? He has not gone, he's not. You need to go there, you tap the glass and you like panic, and then all of a sudden he wakes up and it's like, don't do that to me again, and then the next day he does it again to you. So yeah, you got to, he could just be slowing down with age. Anyway, I think that's about everything. If you've got anything else, just quickly chuck it in before I wrap this up. But yeah, just want to say a huge thank you again to the people that came out and watched this live. And my steaming glasses, my goodness. I'm going to hose myself down after this. I appreciate all of you being here. I'll see you all very soon. Like I said, it's going to be more of a vlog style video coming next. I've kind of got it pretty much recorded. I just need to edit it. I do need to get an editor. It'd be so much easier. You'd be sick of me without an editor, because I just literally just doing videos all the time. Because with my eyes, I struggle editing, so I can record a video, no problem. It's the sitting down part and editing. It's like, oh, that's time consuming. So I've pretty much got the video recorded. It's going to be coming in the next couple of weeks. I've just got to wait till something happens before I can release the video. And that's all really I can say. But the thing that you've got to wait for is really exciting. It's a massive opportunity. I can't wait for you guys to see it. I can't wait for your guys' feedback. But just understand it's going to be absolutely amazing. So thank you all for stepping in and checking out the video. I'll quickly read this last comment. Blozzer, Frankie read my question above where you just read Stunt Mark's comment. It's a serious one. I can't scroll back. That's the problem. Stephen Payne says, hi Frankie, what is the best way to keep the water cool in your tank? The best way is to get a chiller, without a shadow of a doubt. Or there's a couple of videos on my channel. Steaming up again. There's a couple of videos on my channel on what I do with the amount of tanks that I've got. Secret Forest Creatures, really looking forward to it. Thank you. It's going to be exciting. I'm looking forward to it myself. Tegrity Farms. What you need to be a robot and not get attached. I don't know what you mean. I'm obviously reading half conversations here. Anyway, I'll leave it there. But thank you all for stopping by and checking out the video. I'll see you all very, very soon. And yeah, thanks for all the support. I think you're amazing. I really do. I genuinely do. So thank you. I'd normally do that ta-ta for now thing now and disappear. But if I did that, you'd see me just creeping back into frame to press the off button. So I won't do that. I'll just say toodly-doo. All the best, everybody. Take care.